The Switch 2 prices are causing anger, but you are mad about the wrong thing. Let me explain. People are big mad about Nintendo's pricing for Switch 2, leaving them feeling a little bit like this. One Nintendo, please. I even made a video talking about this, and now making another one, and the anger has died down a bit, but comment section are still crying out with the phrase, drop the price. Now, I personally think the console price is fine. It's on the high end of what I expected, but still within realistic expectations. The price that's really got people spitting their drinks out and tapping away at keyboards in a collective wave of rage only the internet could produce is Mario Kart World. At £74.99, it is the most expensive Mario Kart game and the most expensive game Nintendo has ever released. But is it really as bad as it seems? I mean, okay, the initial shock was like, but now that I've settled into it, it's not that dissimilar to any other AAA release. But here's the thing, like my parents' generation bragging about the ability to buy bread, milk, and a 3-course meal for the grand sum of 5p and some dust back in the day, my generation is obsessed with the ever-increasing price of a chocolate frog, which by the way is 35p now. And this shows that currency isn't fixed, it changes, and what causes that change is inflation. I know it's become a scary word in recent years as prices are still rocketing up as I speak. That chocolate frog will probably be £3 by the time this video ends. So the reality is then, when the Wii U launched way back in 2012, games had an RRP in the UK of £44.99 to £49.99. And if we adjust that price for 13 years of inflation, we get £74.23 and £82.48, which puts Mario Kart World at the low end of that price. So like every generation before us, our perception of the worth of a pound or a dollar hasn't changed with inflation. Meaning that if Mario Kart World launched in 2012, it'd probably be £44.99, which was the recommended retail price of Mario Kart 8 when it launched in 2014. But it doesn't feel the same because it's hard to adjust our perception. And this doesn't even account for Donkey Kong Bonanza being priced at £66.99. Showing that Nintendo will be pricing flexibly. Now, I'm not defending a corporate entity that wants to increase its profits year on year. And if you don't believe me, wait until you pass judgment, because I'm about to tell you what you should be mad at. Nintendo announced Switch 2 versions of original Switch games, and this is where the real problem lies. At Amazon UK, both original Switch Zelda titles are being sold for £64.99 on the Switch 2. Whereas the original Switch versions are being sold at a little under £45. But of course, those versions don't include the Switch 2 upgrades. But you can buy those upgrades separately for £7.99, meaning that if you buy Smart, you can get the Switch 2 version of the game for less than £53. But it actually goes further than that, because if you already pay for Nintendo's online subscription, these particular packs are included in that price. Meaning that for the price of the original Switch version's physical edition, you can get the Switch 2 version of the game for less than £45. This feels super sketchy and a little dishonest. It's like they're trying to capitalise on people that don't know better, like some kid's grandparents or aunt or uncle, or even the kid themselves. But the pricing problems don't stop there. Mario Party Jamboree has an upgrade pack too, but this also includes an expansion to the original Switch game, coming in at £16.99. But the Switch 2 version that includes the expansion is £64.99. And you can still buy Jamboree on the original Switch for £36.95, meaning that you can save over £11 if you buy the original Switch version and then buy the upgrade expansion digitally. And it doesn't even stop with Nintendo titles. Cyberpunk 2077 has a recommended retail price in the UK of £69.99, but the exact same Ultimate Edition of the game on PS5 is £37.41 and £29.99 on Xbox Series consoles. And they're more technically capable versions of the game. And don't even get me started on the fact that you have to pay £7.99 for this.
I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
But then in a strange turn, the Bravely Default Remaster is £33.99, which is probably cheaper than it was when it was released on 3DS. What? Mario Kart World certainly had a shocking price, but on balance, at least it's straightforward. You either pay for it, or you don't. And with Sony announcing they're increasing their console prices, I think with the PlayStation 6, we're potentially staring down the barrel of games costing triple digits. So as I've been editing this video, it's been announced that Microsoft will be increasing the price of their Xbox Series line of consoles and accessories, but more relevantly, will also be increasing the price of their games eventually to $80 in the United States, which is the same price as Mario Kart World in the United States. As I've said previously, it's not that Nintendo are the only ones doing this, it's just that they went first. The pricing structure of the upgrade packs and the Switch 2 versions seems intentionally dishonest, and in reality, a lower price point should have been used to entice new players. But instead, it just feels manipulative and icky. With the price of everything in the world increasing, it was only a matter of time until the games industry followed suit. And maybe that's just an unavoidable part of the type of society we live in. But I believe it is a company's responsibility to be as honest and transparent as they can and not create multiple pricing structures for one product with the seemingly sole purpose of being convoluted and confusing. There's a new video every single week, so if you want more Switch 2 news and opinions, then please do subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.